Hello.
Hello.
Bonjour.
It's great to be here. Very excited. It's the culmination of a lifelong dream, and yet sadly, over in a nanosecond, just like my wedding night. It's time to focus on the here and the now. And what a great opportunity this is. I mean, honestly, how many stay-at-home moms can say that they've stood up in front of people and told simple truths that resulted in laughs? It resulted in laughs. Okay, we've all laughed at our mothers at some point. But trust me, Mom wasn't trying to make us laugh. It's been said that laughter is an orgasm, triggered by the intercourse of sense and nonsense. I speak for all exhausted stay-at-home moms when I say, hey, we're willing to give our mates that kind of laugh, but the joke better be damn good and well-timed. I expect that we'd be laughing for hours. It's just not going to happen when my husband's idea of funny is a game of hide the sausage. He thinks 30 seconds is good timing. I believe that by staying home, I'm making a huge investment. And yet they say one of the greatest investments you could do for your family is to take out a life insurance policy. I've got one of those too. When my first child was born, I suffered some serious complications. The doctors didn't think I'd make it. I remember waking up from the surgery after multiple blood transfusions and finding my husband leaning over me asking, how are you? And I thought, well, I've been better, but at least I'm alive. And I looked at him and he looked awful. So I said, how are you? And he said, oh, I'll be all right. And I thought, okay. The poor guy must have been absolutely devastated, absolutely worried out of his mind that I wasn't going to make it. He just kept shaking his head and repeating to himself, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Do you realize I was this close to being mortgage-free? Well, having survived means my husband has to actually work to pay the mortgage. He works for the TTC. Actually, I've got some photos here that I took of him while I was at work. Maybe not now. Maybe later on the internet. See, to do my job, patience is an absolute must. What with all the terrible temper tantrums and all the crying, it's all I can do to get my husband off to work, and then I've got to start dealing with the kids. What really scares me is just how much power a mother has. Let me explain. Regardless of whether a mother realizes this or not, everything she says and does, whether intentional or not, can and will have a lasting impact on the lives of her children. This can be bad, or this can be good. Let me give you an example. I remember growing up as a kid, skating around the backyard rink with my younger sister, and don't ask me how, but she manages to fall on the back of her skate, impaling her backside with the back of the blade. So of course, being the big sister, I go running inside looking for help. I'm like, Ma, you gotta come quick. Stella fell on the back of her skate, and I think she's made the hole that's naturally in her backside even bigger. Now my mom is half asleep on the sofa. So half asleep she answers, don't worry. I'm like, what? And that's when it hit me. There isn't a chance in hell she understood what I said. In fact, it became clear that she misunderstood and thought I said hole in the ice, because these were her instructions. She goes, go back outside and tell your sister not to worry. Okay. She goes, tell your sister to pack the hole with snow, because tonight it's going to rain and it'll freeze over just like noon. Even after all these years, it still brings a smile to my face when I picture my sister lying face down in the snow, backside pointed to the heavens, desperately waiting. Thank you very much, folks. Please put your hands together for our next comedian, Josh Menendez.
Everybody make some noise for her, and all the comedians.